Hi guys, what's up? It's Joel Pitt here, back with another video, and in this video it'll be for Love Island 2025 Season 12 Episode 33. I'll leave a link down below to Episode 32. Of course there's going to be spoilers, so without further ado, let's get on with it. So tonight in this episode was movie night, what we've all been wanting, of course, after Casa and all, they have it. We see Lauren speaking to Harrison, sort of like a heads up, I guess, with Lauren, you know, and everyone's talking in the couple saying, you know, oh, I did this, just so they're not like surprised if they see anything. Andrade and Tony spoke. Dejan says he's saying to close things off with Meg to Harry and Helena. Helena grabbed Dejan's water. I don't know if she had her bottle, but she just grabbed his bottle. Andrade and Lauren spoke, and then Harrison and Shakira spoke. Harrison, Shakira, Connor, and Lauren then spoke. I can't remember what it was about exactly. Ben was asking Tony for a hug, just to sort of apologise or something. Dejan was just sat outside taking a breather or something, literally just looking up in the air outside the villa. Lauren and Emma spoke. Emma says she can't really read Connor. She's not giving her what she wants, basically nothing. Ben asked Harrison, you know, how Lauren is. He was like, yeah, it's good. And then, oh no, wait, actually no, because I think the girls were like whispering stuff in her ear, saying to be wary of him. Shakira and Tony spoke basically about Harrison like poking Tony, and he's not over her, basically, I think. Jamie and Yasmin, as well as Billy Kiss and Boris, were on the outside beds. Lucy and Tommy were on the downstairs bed. Lucy and Tommy, well, her hand was on his face or something. Boris and Billy Kiss were under the cupboard. Not sure what they were doing, to be honest. Meg and Dejan kissed. And then basically Dejan in the bed, he said something about Helena, saying you literally can't win or something like that. Yasmin and Jamie kissed. Tommy and Lucy kissed. Harrison and Lauren kissed. Ty and Shakira kissed. There was another kiss from Tony and Cash. Emma and Connor kissed. Bennett and Andrade spooned, also like stroking her hair. Harry and Helena spooned. Meg and Dejan had another kiss under the covers. Well, Harry has not made the famous omelette yet for Helena yet. I can't remember what exactly is the famous omelette, really. Lauren was like feeding Harrison breakfast. Ben and Andrade also had breakfast. They were speaking. A lot of people were having breakfast together. I think the boys made it for the girl. Yeah, Cash and Tony spoke. They had some breakfast together. And then basically Tony said, any spot is the right spot with you, she was saying to Cash. Dejan and Meg spoke. They had breakfast. Tony pulled Lauren. Connor and Dejan spoke. Basically, he was talking about a plan to make it exclusive with Meg. Connor brought Meg up to the terrace and then had a chat with Dejan. Well, Meg and Dejan. He wrote like a paragraph for Meg, like all the reasons why he likes being coupled up or something with her. They hugged. They're exclusive. They had the special handshake. They kissed. Tony and Andrade spoke. Lauren doesn't need to be afraid. Tony, she was saying, because I feel like, I don't know, she's scared of Tony or something like that. Lauren and Harrison spoke. They kissed. The girls got a group photo. Dejan's told some of the boys. I think he told Harry, Harrison, Connor, and Boris. Basically, it's exclusive. He's got his boots up. Meg told the girls as well. Then they got the text about movie night. Boris dropped the popcorn when watching the movie night, and the boys were like, oh, what are you doing? So yeah, normally they have like a challenge to like decide who picks the first clip or something, but I don't think they've done that for a while, to be honest. So we had when Harry met Helena, Shakira, Yasmin and Rayo. So of course that was about Harry. We had like the whole stroking of Rayo, the arm, and Casa. Kissing, Meg and Dejan, something there. Comments to Helena. conversation with Dejan about Shakira or something. Yeah, then we had She's All Tony. This was a good one. There was like the crying to Emily, like that. Get the F out of my face, to Emily. Yasmin, and then Yasmin talk, something about a name coming out from a bottom or something. Bad B, Helena and Harrison, like the relationship thing. You can't have a relationship with a 22-year-old or something. And then Harrison, BS, and then something, well, like, what's that smell? Oh, it's Bull West, you know. And then Lauren and Harrison in the pool. We had Young Bull, which was about Harrison. It was sort of like saying, oh, Helena, and having a different speech for her or something. Stroking hair, not feeling to kiss Tony, flirting with Tony. Then we had Good Dejan Hunting, so that was talks with like Milicia, Caprice, Casa Truth or Dare, kiss with Andrade, chats with her, calling her baby girl. Meg got mad about that when she was in leopard print. Having a tingle down there. Another chat again, and then also talking about, like sex and all. Then we had Shaka Blanca. So Helena F off, or there was there. Go shag your good time girl, to Harry. Helena and the bikini, like not fitting her or something. Having the straps down. Tony and Shakira chatting there, mocking Helena's voice or something, and Ty as well. Then we had Free Billy Kiss. So like Dejan, his date, well, her date with him, and then something about entertaining. Not really that much there. The Helena games, that was like about Shakira and Harry, and then Yasmin Hideaway with Yasmin as well or something. And then we had the Meg. There was a lot of bad language in this one. There was Milicia, Dejan, something breathing down the neck. But I feel the good one was either Young Bull or She's All Tony. They were the best ones, I think. It was very heated arguments after with Meg and Shakira. Also on Sunday night, we see the drama fold out, really. So, first look, roll the tapes. It's movie night. It's the one we've all been waiting for. Grab your popcorn. It's about to get messy. So there's a first look on that. Movie night is almost here, but are you ready for when the tapes get rolled? There's a movie night checklist. Put on extra special PJs. Clear schedule. No other plans, no good. Put phone on silent. Comfy sofa for perfect posture. And there's a picture of Yasmin there. Undeniable internet connection. TV remote to roll the tapes. My mega-sized popcorn and lights closed off. So there's all sorts of puns there. Andrade warns Lauren to be wary of Harrison. Then there's a poll, like, what gets you like this when Dejan was outside. Dejan tells Meg about Helena's conflicting comments. How will Meg react? Our first exclusive couple of the series. Connor sneakily brings Meg to the terrace, pretending to ask for advice, where Dejan is sat waiting for her. In true I got a text fashion, Dejan reads out a message of all the things he admires about his blossoming relationship with Meg and who she is as a person. He ends the speech with a second, more wholesome attempt of asking Meg to close things off with him, to which she says yes. Cute. Which Islander do you think should be the most nervous for a movie night? There's a poll on that. Well, I don't know if it's either Dejan, I think, or Harry. Would you forgive Helena if you were in Meg's shoes? Harrison was about Young Bull. Then Emma, well, Tony said, you're the most bitter person here to Emma. Good Dejan Hunting stirred up so much drama. What's going to happen to Dejan now? There's a poll on that. Andrade shuts down Dejan. A cinematic masterpiece right there. Shakira said, sorry for the comment, it was nasty, but I intended it to be. There was a which reaction are you right now? Which movie would you give the best feature film to? Poll on that. What was your favourite part about movie night? And then movie night review, are Dejan and Meg over? Your Love Island movie night critics Amy Hart, India Pollock and Joe Baggs are here, and we're giving it 5 stars. Dejan and Meg may have just closed things off, but the Love Island gods had other plans, so where does this leave their relationship? But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.